Yeah, obviously coming off a great win against Old Dominion at home. Real exciting game all the way down to the wire. John Davis making the game winner. Had a great crowd, great environment. Exciting win for our program. Well, John just keeps getting better and better all the time, and not just his ability to score the ball, but like you said, leadership, his ability to kind of do what's needed on a given night to help us try to win games. And so it's obviously exciting to have a guy like that, particularly with the circumstances the way they were, losing two guys for the second half, and then Quentin Jackson fouling out as well. So we're basically down three of our main rotation guys, and John and Austin did a good job offensively, and the other guys did their roles and battled, and I was really proud of our overall team for pulling that win out. Well, North Texas is a team right now that they're a scary opponent right now, being that they haven't won a conference game yet. I'm sure they're looking at us like the walking wounded coming in with -2 players, two of our starters, and so they're going to be hungry to get a win. They play much better at home than they do on the road. So we know from last year, we beat them pretty good at home and then went down to their place and lost a tough one to them. So we're expecting an extremely difficult game. We're expecting a motivated team when we show up at North Texas. Yeah, we just have to do a better job defensively. They have a lot of guys that can score the ball. They're, in a lot of ways, a mirror image of the way we play. Offensively, they score a lot of points. They spread you out with shooters on the floor, and so we just have to do a better job of guarding them individually. Yeah, I think that was just a tremendous stat and allowed us to win that game the other night. Having 4 turnovers for a whole game is really unheard of. And John, in particular, who had the ball most of the night, 40 minutes out on the court, 1 turnover. So it was just an unbelievable game, ball handling and management by our guys, and making sure we got possessions, because it's in a tight game like that. It was back and forth all night long. You can't afford turnovers and bad possessions. And then the other good stat was that we got to the free throw line 28 times and made 24 of them. So we were plus 12 from the free throw line, and anytime we can do that, we feel like it gives us a really good chance to win. Well, it's a concern, every game. We understand that, most nights we're probably not going to win the rebounding battle. The goal is to close the gap somewhat. We can't get out rebounded 10, 12 rebounds every night and expect to win, but if we get that number down to, hey, we're competitive, maybe it's a 5 rebound difference. But even though Old Dominion out rebounded us by quite a bit the other night, I think it was, if you really watch the game and we watch tape, we probably got 7, 8 over the back calls against them by battling on the boards that allowed us to get to the free throw line and really kept us in the game in the first half. So, I think sometimes those stats can be misleading a little bit. I thought even though they out-rebounded us by quite a bit, I felt it was one of our better nights of competing, on every possession, trying to get the rebounds. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just going to continue to be a process. I think the more games he plays, it's his 7th or 8th game he's played. That's not a lot. He's been out for 2 years, and so he's still finding his way, kind of how he fits within what we're doing. I thought last game he was able to really help us. You could tell he was starting to feel more comfortable out there, and hopefully every game that'll continue.